What if I told you the future of haircut is in your own hands? Could a haircut actually protect you from virus? Welcome to my channel Galactic Health Hub. I am Varghese George. Hello. Have you ever thought about that cutting your own hair could be the start of a healthier life? In a world where viruses, bacteria and lifestyle diseases are constantly challenging us, self-haircutting is not just about style. It is about hygiene, independence, and even building a healthier future generation. Today, let us explore how this simple act can transform the way we think about health, self-care, and sustainable living. The evolution of self-haircutting. For centuries, haircutting was a communal activity. Who visited the barber, chatted with neighbors, and left with fresh look. But global events, from pandemic to space exploration, have reshaped how we think about personal grooming. When astronauts aboard in the International Space Station cut their hair, they do it themselves, using vacuum clippers to prevent loose hair from routing into equipment. In the same way, here on Earth, self-haircutting is becoming an essential skill for hygienic self and even survival. Hygiene and viral protections. One of the strongest advantages of self-haircutting is hygiene. In a public salon, number of people sit in the same chairs, touch the same surfaces, and breathe the same air. A hot spot for germs, bacteria, and viruses. Cutting your hair at home minimizes physical contact, reducing your exposure to potential viral infections. It's not just COVID awareness, it is a future-proof habit for living in an era where new pathogens can emerge at any time. Self-haircutting also allows you to sterilize your own tools, ensuring cleanliness that meets your personal standards. But what about Galactic Health? This is a concept that looks beyond Earth, focusing on sustainable, self-reliant living in space environments. In space station, lunar bases, or future Mars colonies, every service including haircut will need to be self-performed or robot-assisted. The principles you practice here, using minimal water, controlling hair waste, and maintaining personal hygiene, directly translate to space living. Hair in zero gravity can clog filters, contaminate air systems, and even cause respiratory issues. The skill of safety grooming yourself is vital to keeping extraterrestrial habit clean and safe. Mental well-being is self-reliance. Self-haircutting is not just a physical hygiene, it's a mental hygiene. The act of taking control over your appearance builds self-reliance, boosts confidence, and provides a sense of achievement. You are no longer dependent on outside services or one of your most basic needs. In isolated environments, where during quarantine or on a distant space voyage, this independence can make difference between feeling helpless and feeling empowered. Environmental and resources benefit. Then there is an environmental side. Every trip to a salon involves travel, fuel use, energy consumptions, and offer disposable products like plastic caps, and packaging for hair products, creating waste. Self-haircutting at home eliminate unnecessary travel emissions and let you choose eco-friendly tools methods. In a galactic context, resources conservation is everything. On Mars, you will not have endless supply of shampoo, water, or disposable wipes. Learning to cut and maintaining your hair efficiently today in practice is for sustainable living tomorrow. Step by step self-haircutting. So how can you start? Here is the simple method. Prepare your space well lit with a mirror setup and easy to clean floor. Sterilize tools, wipe scissors, clippers and combs with disinfectant. Section hair. Use clip to divide hair for better control. Cut gradually, trim in small amount to avoid mistakes. Check symmetry. Use mirror or phone camera to check the back. Clean up. Sweep or vacuum hair immediately to maintain hygiene. Follow these steps and you will reduce mess, avoid infections and maintain a clean living environment. In the year of 2025 and beyond, the simple act of cutting your own hair is no longer just about saving money or time. It is movement, a fusion of personal hygiene, self-reliance, and even galactic health. Today, we explore why the future might just be in your hands and your scissors. In a virus-filled world, even a haircut can be dangerous. Did you know your salon chair might carry more germs than a bus seat? The problem with the traditional salons. Let us be honest. Salons look beautiful from outside, but under the surface, they can be hotspot for infection. Shared combs, reused scissors, crowded chairs, recycled air. All of this create perfect breeding ground for germs. Every touch, every sneeze, every contact increases exposure. In an age where viral outbreaks spread fast, a single haircut in the wrong place could compromise your health. So, what is the alternative? Taking charge of your own grooming. In a world where virus spread fast, self-haircutting is more than style, it's a survival. Stay clean, stay safe, cut smart. Would you like to join me on this self-haircut journey? Give a thumbs up, subscribe and share. And don't forget to stay tuned for part 2 of my self-haircut. Salons mean shared chair, common stools and crowded spaces. Perfect breeding ground for germs. But self-haircutting at home changes everything. It's a hygiene, serve and put control back in your hands. You decide how clean your tools are and you cut without exposure to strangers. Self-haircutting as hygiene. When you cut your own hair, hygiene is in your hands. You decide how clean your tools are. You control your environment. You eliminate unnecessary exposure to strangers. And beyond the surface, this habit reduces your dependence on external crowded, potentially unserved spaces. Think of it as washing your hands or brushing your teeth. A small hygiene act that protects your well-being daily. Self-reliance on mental health. But health is not only physical, it is also mental. Self-haircutting teaches patience, focus and self-reliance. Each haircut is a small victory. You build confidence, reduce dependency and save time and money. And in a world filled with stress, this small act of self-care creates mindfulness. The mirror becomes more than a reflection. It becomes a moment of self-connection. Generational health and future readiness. Think about the next generation. Children learn from what they see. If they watch us prioritizing hygiene, independence, and health over blind consumerism, they inherit strong values. Imagine a generation that sees grooming not as a luxury but as responsibility. In future, filled with health challenges from virus to pollution, self-haircutting can be one of those habits that keep them resilient and adaptable and sharp. Galactic perspective preparing for tomorrow. Now let us zoom out. Astronauts in space already practice self-haircutting, not because it is trendy, but because it is necessary. There are no salon in space stations. Every haircut is done with specialized tools, carefully sanitized in zero gravity. Why? Because hygiene is survival. The same principle applies to Earth. By adopting such habit now, we prepare ourselves for galactic future, where independence, hygiene, and self-reliance are the pillars of survival. So, are you ready to take charge of your health? One haircut at a time. Self-haircutting is not just about saving money or looking good. It is about living clean, staying independent, and shaping healthier tomorrow. A pair of scissors today would shape the health of an entire generation tomorrow. In a world where viruses spread fast, self-haircutting is more than a style. It's a survival. Stay clean, stay safe, but smart. Self-haircutting, a healthy skill for the next generation. The future belongs to the next generation. A generation that must grow strong, independent, and healthy in a world full of challenges. And sometimes the smallest habit creates the great impact. Self-haircutting is one of those habits. Today, we discover how to simple haircut done by your own hands can shape a healthier tomorrow. Galactic Health Connection. Let us look beyond Earth. Astronauts aboard in the International Space Station cut their own hair using vacuum clippers. Why? Because floating strands can contaminate equipment and even cause respiratory issues. The principle is the same for future colonies on Mars or the Moon. Self-haircutting is not optional, it is survival. By practicing this skill on Earth, we are preparing ourselves for galactic health, living clean, conserving. From your bathroom mirror to the far reaches of our galaxy, self-haircutting is more than a grooming choice. It is a lifestyle of hygiene, sustainability, and self-reliance. Whether you are preparing for the next flu season or the first human settlement on Mars, your scissors are more than just a tool. They are symbol of the future. Cut smart, live clean, think galactic. Thank you. The next part is coming soon.